कृष्णपादात् सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानु सुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये. Hare Krishna. Continuing from the 8th chapter, the manifestation of Lord Brahma from Garbhodakshai Vishnu. So we see in this chapter that there is one more disciplic succession of receiving Srimad Bhagavatam. And in this disciplic succession, it is Lord Sankarshana who is enlightening the four Kumaras headed by Sanat Kumar. And these Kumaras, they received this knowledge of Srimad Bhagavatam. They bestow to Sankhyayan Muni. And then from Sankhyayan to Parashar and Rahaspati and Maitreya Rishi. So Maitreya is describing regarding the question asked by Vidura on the creation, that how the creation begins. So he is explaining that how due to the fruitive activities that the living entities remain intact in the body of the Mahavishnu for 1,000 yugas. And then later, after 1,000 yugas, what is the day of Brahma? Piercing through the Lord's abdomen, the sum total of the fruitive activities of the living entities took the shape of a bud of a lotus flower, generated from the personality of Vishnu. And by his supreme will, it illuminated everything like the sun and dried up the vast waters of devastation. Going forward, Tallok Padmansayo Eva Vishnu Pravivishat Sarva Guna Vabhasam Tasmin Swayam Vedmayo Vidhata Swayam Bhuvam Yam Sma Vadanti Soabhu. Into that universal lotus flower, Lord Vishnu personally entered as the super soul. And when it was thus impregnated with all the modes of material nature, the personality of Vedic wisdom, whom we call the self-born, was generated. The birth of Brahmaji. The lotus flower is the universal Virat form, or the gigantic form of the Lord in the material world. It becomes amalgamated in the personality of Godhead Vishnu in his abdomen at the time of dissolution, and it becomes manifest at the time of creation. This is due to Garbhodakshai Vishnu, who enters into each of the universe. In this form, is the sum total of all fruitive activities of the living entities conditioned by material nature. And the first of them, namely Brahma, or the controller of the universe, is generated from the lotus flower. This firstborn living being, unlike all the others, has no material father. And thus he is called self-born or Swayambhuva. He goes to sleep with Narayan at the time of devastation. And when there is another creation, he is born in this way. From this description, we have the conception of three entities: the gross Virat Roop, the subtle Hiranyagarbha, and the material creative force Brahma. So, Tasyaham cha tasya sacha ambharuha karnikayam avastito lokam apashyamanaha परिक्रमन् व्योम्नि विवर्तनेत्रास् चत्वारि लेभे अनुदिशाम मुखानि. Brahma, born out of the lotus flower, could not see the world. Although he was situated in the world, he therefore circumambulated all of space. And while moving his eyes in all directions, he achieved forehead in terms of four directions. This is of Brahmaji. So even while Brahma was born, he was moving in all directions. So he became four-headed because of the four directions. He was also not able to know. Tasmad yugan tasvasana avaghurnaha chalormi chakra salilad virudham upashrita kanjam yulok tattvam natmanam adhavidad adidevaha. Lord Brahma, situated in that lotus, could not perfectly understand the creation, the lotus or himself. At the end of the millennium, the air of devastation began to move the water and the lotus in great circular waves. So Lord Brahma was perplexed about his creation. So this creation is so difficult to understand or bewilder. Lord Brahma was perplexed about his creation, the lotus and the world, even though he tried to understand them for 1 millennium, which is beyond calculation in the solar years of universe. No one, therefore, can know the mystery of the creation and cosmic manifestation simply by mental speculation. The human being is so limited in his capacity that without the help of the Supreme, he can hardly understand the mystery of the creation, continuance, and destruction of the cosmos by the will of the Lord. Ka eshayo aso aham abja prishtha etat kuto vabhajam ananyadapsu asti adhashtar iha kinchane teta adhishtitam yatra shatanu bhavyam. Lord Brahma in his ignorance contemplated, who am I? Situated on top of this lotus. What is this solitary lotus on the vast water? and where from has it sprouted? There must be something downwards, and that from which this lotus has grown must be within the water. So Brahmaji is asking all these questions. So he begins his search, his inquiry, that who am I? Athato, this is Brahma Jigyasa. This Jigyasa was first done by Brahmaji. Who am I? Situated on top of this lotus. And then from where this lotus has been sprouted. So all these questions regarding the absolute truth or the self-realization. Firstly, it comes in the heart of Brahma. The subject matter of speculations of Brahma in the beginning regarding the creation of the cosmic manifestation is still subject matter for mental speculators. The most intelligent man is he who tries to find the cause of his personal existence and that of the whole cosmic creation, and thus tries to find the ultimate cause. See, the most intelligent man is who tries to find the cause of his personal existence and that of the whole cosmic creation, and then tries to find the ultimate cause. Sarva Karan Karanam. If his attempt is properly executed with penances and perseverance, it is sure to be crowned with success. Beautiful. What is saying, if the attempt is properly executed with penance and perseverance, tomorrow we have this opportunity of penance. Nirjala Ekadashi. All will observe. Rianshi, you will also observe, try. No problem. Yeah. Of course, Pradeep is a veteran. He will always do it. Vrindavan, Purushottam, you and your wife?
Yes, beautiful.
And Manini Mataji?
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु के दंडवत
धन्यवाद।
प्रभु जी ट्राई करूंगी प्रभु
हाँ जी,
ट्राई करूंगी प्रभु जी
हर साल करती है ना आप?
नहीं प्रभु जी, 2 साल शायद की थी और फिर पानी पी थी।
क्या बात कर रहे हो? हमेशा करना चाहिए, कभी नहीं छोड़ना चाहिए। साल में एक ही दिन तो तपस्या करते हैं, करते कहाँ हैं? वो भी छोटी सी समस्या है। क्या है कि जल और भोजन छोड़ना है। असली तपस्या तो करते हैं। इसको भी करा रहे हो? हाँ, क्यों भाई? गौरांगी, तू भी कल व्रत करेगी? मम्मी पापा के साथ व्रत करेगी? अच्छा, वेरी गुड, करेगी। हाँ, हरे कृष्णा बोलेगी तभी होगा। Hare Krishna. Very good. So Prabhupada is saying here that with penance and perseverance, it is sure, success is sure for a rigid practitioner. One day we have rigid practice. Only one day. That is the day of Nirjala Ekadashi. But tomorrow we can have a session of chanting. From what time is possible for you? Because tomorrow is the working day. From 7 or 7:30? Bolo Pradeep, what time you are back? Come early tomorrow. Don't spend entire day in office. Try to spend minimum time in the office tomorrow.
Yes. Actually, tomorrow is off. Actually, today Bengaluru Nirjala Ekadashi is today.
Entire people, no, not in ISKCON. Not in
ISKCON
ISKCON.
only, bro. Whole is every ISKCON temple is following it.
Today, the Ekadashi is not pure because the Dashmi Tithi yesterday existed till late. So Ekadashi was not pure. So we are observing on Dwadashi, that is tomorrow. In the morning, I was clarifying this in our announcement that we are not observing Ekadashi today, but we will observe it tomorrow. Anyway, if you have followed the local ISKCON guidance, so you are Nirjal today? Very good. You are already ahead of all of us. Okay. So you took leave today?
I went, came early, so.
Okay, good. Okay, you convene the meeting from 7 there, Ashif. We will chant from 7.
Yes, Prabhuji. Tomorrow is holidays for us, Prabhuji. Muharram.
Sorry?
Tomorrow is holidays for us. Muharram. Muharram.
अच्छा, already Krishna has arranged. इन लोगों का तो नहीं होगा. पुरुषोत्तम तुम्हारा तो छुट्टी नहीं होगा. रविंद्र प्रभु का भी नहीं होगा. But come early.
कल मैं जाऊंगा नहीं तो.
Very good. ऐसा ही job होना चाहिए. You can decide when to go and when not to go. It is not somebody else who decide what you will do. Good. Okay. 19. Saitam udvikshya tadabjanala nadibhirantar jalam avivishesha navraga narvaga gatas tatkhara nalanala nabhin vichanvam stat avittaja. Lord Brahma, thus contemplating, entered the water through the channel of the stem of the lotus. So he came down from the top of the lotus and came down to the stem where it was filled with water. But in spite of entering the stem and going nearer to the navel of Vishnu, he could not trace out the root. By dint of one personal endeavor, one may go nearer to the Lord, but without the Lord's mercy, one cannot reach the ultimate point. Such understanding of the Lord is possible only by devotional service, as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 18:55. Bhaktya mam abhijanati yavan yaschasmi tatvata. So with his attempt, Brahma, he could not reach to any conclusion. Tasmai apare viduratma sargam vichinbato abhut suma aham stinemi yo deha bhajam bhayam irayana parikshinoti ayurajatsate hetihi. O Vidura, while searching for the cause of his existence in this way, Brahma reached his ultimate time. Time is the eternal wheel in the hand of Vishnu and generates the fear of death in the mind of living entity. So Brahma's duration of life, it was almost getting over, but he was not reaching to any conclusion to his inquiry or questions. Tato nivrita apratilabdha kamaha swadhishnayam asadhya punasadeva shanerjita svasho nivritta chitta Nyasidad arudha samadhi yoga. Thereafter, being unable to achieve the desired destination, he retired from such searching and came back again to the top of the lotus. Thus, controlling his breathing, he concentrated his mind on the Supreme Lord. So, all his attempt to find out the source, the root, was not successful. Samadhi involves concentrating the mind upon the supreme cause of all. Even if one is aware of whether his actual nature is personal, impersonal, or localized. Concentration of the mind on the Supreme is certainly a form of devotional service. What is it called? Concentration of the mind on the Supreme is certainly a form of devotional service. We have read so many times, concentration on the Supreme. What is it called? Concentration of the mind on Supreme. What word we call it? Yes, Dayashil bro.
Prabhuji,
Yes, Ramya.
Prabhuji, Smarana,
Sorry?
Smarana.
Smara or Dhyana. Dhyana. Dhyan. But it's also called yoga. Concentration of the mind on the Supreme is called yoga. Prabhupada writes in the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, 2.48. If you see in 2.48, Prabhupada says that what is yoga? Prabhupada asked this question, that what is yoga? Yoga means to concentrate the mind upon the Supreme by controlling the ever-disturbing senses. And who is the Supreme? The Supreme is the Lord, Krishna. Okay. Concentration of the mind is a form of devotional service. To cease from personal sense endeavor and to concentrate on the Supreme cause is a sign of self-surrender. And when self-surrender is present, there is sure sign of devotional service. Each and every living entity needs to engage in devotional service to the Lord if he wishes to understand the ultimate cause of his existence. What is the verse from Bhagavad Gita? You should all be knowing this verse, very popular verse. बोलिए कौन सा वर्स है? बोलिए मानिनी माता जी.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी, नहीं पता प्रभुजी.
पढ़ना पड़ेगा ना, तभी तो पता चलेगा. पुरुषोत्तम. Many verses will fit into this statement which the Prabhupada is giving. ऐसा क्या एक भी नहीं आ रहा है आपको? ये कैसे संभव है? कम से कम 4-5 श्लोक मेरे को समझना है. आप बोलो दयाशील प्रभु, आपको क्या समझना है?
प्रभु जी हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी
हरे.
तेषां सतत युक्तानां भजतां प्रीतिपूर्वकं ददामि बुद्धि योगं तं येन मां उपयन्ति.
Okay, this is also good. Yes, this will fit in. One who is constantly engaged in the devotional service, Krishna gives the Buddhi Yoga so that we can understand. Then others, Priyanka, what are the other verses?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
प्रभु जी भक्त्या तो अनन्या सख्या
Yes.
अहम एव विधु अर्जुन ज्ञातो द्रष्टुं च तत्त्वेन प्रविष्टुं च परन्तप.
Very good. Very good. Other verses, Ramendra Prabhu? बोलिए. इतना टाइम इतनी देर से तो सोच ही रहे हो भाई. Pradeep, you say, what are the other verses?
तस्मात् सर्वेषु कालेषु मन्मनस्पर्धेषु.
How this verse will fit in? No, this verse will not fit in here. Ramya, what are the other verses?
प्रभुजी अहम सर्वस्य प्रभवः मत्त सर्व प्रवर्तते इति मत्वा भजते मां बुधा भाव समः.
Okay. Iti matva bhajante maham buddha bhava sama. Very good. Very good. Devi esha gunmayi mam maya duratya mam eva ya prapatya maya metam taranti. One cannot cross over the material existence or know it. So many verses. Each and every living entity needs to engage in the devotional service of the Lord if he wishes to understand the ultimate cause of the existence. We'll take this verse also, the last verse today. Kalena so aja purusha ayusha abhipravritta yogena virudha bodha swayam tadantar hidaya bhatam apashyata apashyatayam na purvam. At the end of Brahma's 100 years, when his meditation was complete, he developed the required knowledge. How? By his meditation and penance. And as a result, he could see within his heart, the Supreme, whom he could not see before with the greatest endeavor. The Supreme Lord can be experienced only through the process of devotional service and not by one's personal endeavor in mental speculation. The age of Brahma is calculated in terms of Divya years, which are distinct from the solar years of human beings. The Divya years are calculated in Bhagavad Gita 8:17, Sahars Yug Paryantam Ahar Yad Brahmano Vido. Brahma's one day is equal to 1000 times the aggregate of the 4 yugas, calculated to be 4300,000 years. On that basis, Brahma's meditation for 100 years before he could understand the supreme cause of all causes. And then he wrote the Brahma Samhita, which is approved and recognized by Lord Chaitanya, and in which he sings Govinda Madi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami. One has to wait for the mercy of the Lord before one can either render service unto him or know him as he is. Okay, I'll stop here. All of you try and sleep early. I am already deep asleep. Somehow I could just attend the class. Okay, any discussion? So we will see further the meditation of Brahma will become successful and he will get the darshan of the Supreme Lord. If you have any question, please ask. No one has any inquiry? Okay, then we will end here today. And tomorrow at 7, there Shri Prabhu. At 7, you will try and chant. And I hope you are all chanting with that Prabhupada's chanting session. Yeah? Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Nityananda Gaur Premanand. Hari Hari Jai.